Hello, welcome back. You will notice the format of these videos is a little different today. I'm trying something new to just make it easier on my internet connection so that the upload and backups time is not as bad and my internet connection doesn't go nuts in the process. The coin today is another Islamic coin from India. It's from the Sultanate of Bengal, issued by Ghiyath al-Din Iwad, who ruled between 1213 and 1227. The denomination is a Tanka. Now, this is unusual because it is in the name of the Delhi Sultan Shams al-Din Iltutmish. The mint is uncertain, but the weight of the coin is about 10.77 grams, and it's a fairly big flan, so it's 32 millimeters in flan. Uh, and the coin, as you can see, has some areas of flat striking, and it's fairly rare, these coins, but they uh, they do show up. And part of the reason we know, and we'll get to the legends shortly, it doesn't actually have Iwad's name in this, but what happens is Iwad has another series of coin where he sticks his name in the third coin, third line. So when the Turks invaded and conquered Delhi, one of the chiefs, Bakhtiar Khilji, went ahead and conquered Bengal. And then the Khilji chiefs sort of did things on their own and squabbled among themselves. And Iwaz Khilji he assumed power around 1208, briefly dethroned in 1210, and then again took power as Ghiyas al-Din Iwaz Shah. The problem for him was that at some point the Delhi Sultanate organized itself under Iltutmish, invaded, and Ghiyas was forced to submit and accept a subordinate role to Iltutmish. So this coin is actually issued in the period where Bengal is actually subordinated to Delhi, and Ghiyas al-Din Iwaz is now a vassal of Iltutmish. Uh, of course, this didn't last. The problem for Delhi was Bengal was like 1,000 kilometers away, and Bengal was more than happy to revolt. And it by the 1350s, Bengal had basically become independent of the Delhi Sultanate and would be independent for 2 centuries. And actually, Bengal becomes independent by the 1290s, but briefly Delhi reasserts control again. And this we'll see. We'll have a bunch of Bengal coins coming up, and we'll discuss this more. But even when the Mughal Empire finally conquered Bengal, Bengal was one of the first provinces to sort of break away. In the area in the period before railway lines, distance makes it harder and harder to control regions and keep them in line. So let's move on to the coin itself. As I've discussed previously, it's often custom to have the Kalima as considered as the obverse, though this is not always accepted. Some people prefer the side with the name of the ruler as the obverse. For this purpose, I'm going to assume the Kalima is the obverse here. And so the legend here goes, La ilahu Allah, there's no God but God. Muhammad Rasul Allah, Muhammad is the messenger of God. And the next line, at the bottom line, you can see Nasir Amir al-mu'M, and the minin part of it is at the end. So basically, he's referring to al-Nasir, the Caliph, with his title Commander of the Faithful. It's a very standard formula. Of course, the stuff that is in the legend, which is generally like the mint and the date and often another Quranic verse on this coin, is not there. The strike didn't get it, so we won't know what it is, which is a big reason why the mint of this coin is unknown. Moving on to the other side of the coin, you get the rest of the legend, which actually identifies the ruler, though obviously the issuer here, Iwad, is in a subordinate ruler position, and he is not going to put himself out there on the thing again. So again, it has al-Sultan al-muazzam, the Almighty Sultan, Shams al-dunya wa al-din, which is son of the world and religion, Abul Muzaffar Iltutmish al-Sultani Yamin Khalifat. Abul Muzaffar Iltutmish the Sultan is to the right of God's creation. Allah, the word is in the next line. Nasir Amir al-Muminin. Again, it's referring to al-Nasir, the commander of the faithful. So Nasir's name shows up twice on this coin. And then we have a usual comparison to George. You can see the relative size. This is significantly bigger than a quarter. As I said, it's a 32 millimeter flan, so it's a fairly nice and big chunky coin, over 10 grams of silver. And Bengal's coins, unlike Delhi, whose coins do get debased about a century later, Bengal's coins are generally pretty good silver throughout this period, and probably because Bengal, through the sea lanes, had a lot of trade coming in with Southeast Asia and the East. So, uh, but that's the comparative size, and so that is going to be it for this particular coin for today. Hope you liked it, and I will hope to see you back soon.
I'm sick and tired of living in a van down by the river.